What's up, friends? Welcome to Akul Mac Live, and my name is Chandrakant. And today I would like to talk about the new scrappage policy, vehicle policy, which Government of India has announced recently. And I've gone through the entire policy. I tried to understand the whole thing first before I actually start bringing the hidden secrets about this policy. And this show will be very interesting because people who love cars are largely affected by this policy, and I'll tell you exactly why. Before we start discussing more about this, there is a word from our sponsors. This video is sponsored by Performance Works International.
Are you ready for the challenges facing the modern workplace? Recent events have taught us the importance of transformation. Businesses now face a perfect storm of challenges. No business is too big to fail, and many are too slow to succeed. Our workforce is changing fast. We're entering a new age of empowerment, and everyone can contribute. The Inner CEO reveals how we can all play a part in making leading at all levels a reality. Written by Jeremy Blaine, an expert on business transformation and growth, it provides a roadmap to help everyone unleash their inner CEO and contribute beyond their job role, whatever their level. Traditionally, strategy has been owned by the few. Now it's time for the many to contribute. Leadership must come from a broader base. Everyone has the potential to step up and make things happen. It's a new model of collective and collaborative leadership which unleashes the power of people, enabled by appropriate technology and a supportive management structure. The book provides a roadmap for a bold new age of empowerment. Supported by a range of resources, the book provides a toolkit to help anyone unleash their inner CEO. Organisation health, development and growth is owned at all levels. Are you ready to unleash the inner CEO?
Hey, welcome back, friends. So Inner CEO is a book that you must read, and if you are actually in a profession or any business or solopreneur, I think this book is going to give you a lot of ideas. The description to book your copy today is in the link is given in the description, and we will start our topic. Before we start, I must tell you that we are live right now on 5 social media platforms, and you can engage with us. Any questions you might have, you can just use the chat function, and it will reach to us directly, and I will respond by taking your name. So it's a pity, India never had a scrappage policy, and if you remember those days where, including myself, you get up in the morning and start cleaning your car. Even if there is a smallest dirt on the mirror of your car, you just want to get rid of that grease and get rid of that. And if there is a small dent on the car, or some sort of a dent on the car, then you don't want to sleep. You have a sleepless night. So I think that is where the lot of people who love cars will get affected with this scrappage policy. And what is the scrappage policy and why it is so important for us? Number one is that the scrappage policy will allow you to take the next leap. And when we say that it's a next leap, it's basically you use your vehicle on the road as a mode of transport rather than a mode of pride, like all of us used to feel, my car is like 20 years old, my car is 30 years old, and so on, and still it is running and it is shining and all that. So all those things we want to move on from and adapt new technologies, adapt new ways of transportation, and that is why this scrap policy has been brought in. and it is going to be helping a lot of Indians. It is going to start a circular economy. I will explain one by one all of these items. First of all, as part of the scrappage policy, there are two distinctions. One is commercial and government vehicles, and the second distinction is the private vehicles. So if you're running a commercial transport business, heavy vehicles, or you are working with the government and the government department is running those vehicles, so those are two broader classification. And since it is estimated that the government and commercial vehicles are used more than the private vehicles, because private vehicles are used only when a family wants to get out or you personally want to get out of your home or office, then it is used only for you. Whereas commercial and government vehicles are used for variety of purposes. So the scrappage policy defines that now you will be able to run government and commercial vehicle only for 15 years. And after 15 years, you need to re-register your vehicle. And when you go for re-registration of your vehicle, you have to go and get the inspection done about the fitness. So if your vehicle is fit, you can still continue re-register your vehicle with the authorities and continue to use it. But I think it's unlikely that you will be able to show that the vehicle is new, because if it is 15 years old, it's going to be old. The second thing is, for the private vehicle owners, the limit is 20 years. So you can actually use your car for 20 years. And if your car is fit enough to ply on the road, you can take a fitness certificate, get your car re-registered, and then still use it. And there are further classification that how much for how many years you can use this old vehicle. So I think there are, first thing that we need to understand is 15 years for commercial and government vehicles and 20 years for private vehicles, and that is a free limit. Now when you go for scrapping it, there will be a lot of scrape outlets. You can go to the nearest one, which is going to be set up in next 2 years, and then the scrap yard will actually give you 4 to 6% of your vehicle price, market price, for scrapping it. So suppose you have an old vehicle, you proceed you decide to scrap it. You go to the nearest scraping point, and the scrap yard will give you 4 to 6% of the vehicle's value back to you. So you actually gain 4 to 6%. And in addition to giving you the value of the vehicle, they will also give you a certificate that you have voluntarily decided to scrap your old vehicle, and here is a certificate along with the 4 to 6% of the value of the car. Now you take that certificate and then obviously want to buy a new car. So when you buy a new car, you have to buy the car and then re-register the car with the authorities, and the registration fee, there will be a discount of 25% for private owners. Suppose you are buying a private car for your own personal use, there is a 25% discount or reduction in the fee if you show the scrap certificate. So it is important that you get your old vehicle scrapped, get the certificate, get about 4 to 6% of the old car value, get a discount in registration fees up to 25%, and if you're government, you will get 15%, or government or commercial. So you get 25% discount over there, and then if you show the same certificate to the manufacturer of the car, a new car, they will give you additional allowance of 5% discount on the new car. So I think these are win-win for everybody. People will tend to use newer technology, newer vehicles, things like electric vehicles, things like more automated vehicles, vehicles which can be controlled using your mobile devices, etc., with latest features. And there is no reason to use the older vehicle and spend a lot of money. So get the older vehicle scrapped, get value out of it, get a certificate from the scrap yard, go to buy a new car, go to the showroom and get 5% discount on the value of the new car, as well as 25% discount on the registration fee of the car. Now when it comes to the road tax, on a new car there will be zero road tax. So I think it's a win-win for everyone. This is going to start a new era because of this a simple scrap policy of Indian government. Most of the Indian will benefit because they will get better discount on adopting newer technologies, newer vehicle for themselves, mostly electric vehicles, which will be cheaper to run, cheaper to operate. There is no maintenance after 6 months or 1 month or whatever, because in commercial it is a monthly maintenance, and in a private it's like six months or 1 year. Electric cars does not require maintenance regularly. The maintenance cycle is 3 years. So you will actually go ahead and get discounted price on a newer car, and you run the electric vehicles at a lower cost, and that will save lot of money for India. Why? Because India don't have to spend their foreign exchange, which is they can save foreign exchange reserves, and they don't have to spend that money in buying crude oil from oil producing countries, because if more and more Indians adapt to electric mode of transportation, there is no need to buy expensive crude oil from outside. So there is going to be a lot of benefit as a nation we will get. And India is such a large country, if even if 50% population move on to electric vehicles, there's going to be huge saving in terms of foreign exchange. Number two is that we will actually lead the way globally, because we are almost like 20 to 25% of the global population. So we will lead the way of showing to the world that how we can bring environment change, by adapting the newer ways of transportation. We can actually have the latest vehicles with latest technologies and also benefit the environment. So we will save the environment. We will actually add new ways of doing business. We can save the foreign exchange by just this policy which the government of India has announced recently. By the way, for the commercial vehicles, the policy will be activated in 2023, and for personal vehicles it will be activated in 2024. So we still have time, but I think it is a very important step, because I think by changing a small policy, it will change the way we actually approach our transport infrastructure, roads, etc., and vehicles, and a dependency on fossil fuel. We actually move towards adapting newer methods, and it will also start more boost to electric car manufacturing agencies. It will also give there'll be new scrap yards for specialized in scrapping your car, older vehicles. And once this whole thing becomes very smooth and running, then it will become a system. Every 5 to 6 years the technology will be replaced. You will have a newer car. India will move ahead at a much faster rate. You get your old vehicle, which will be in millions, scrapped, and get your new car, and you always drive the latest model. So friends, this is something which is quite important, and it's a groundbreaking change for Indian population, and it is happening after 75 years of independence. So now we can start changing the environment that we are in. We have a large population to support. I think it's very important for all of us to embrace this new policy and get ready to get our old car. However, we are in love with our car. We all love our cars. We don't want our car to be scratched. But I think intelligence is to get our old car scrapped, get all the benefits that the government is giving you, get the extra allowances, get the extra discounts, get the extra subsidy which is available on electric vehicles, and at a cheaper cost run your vehicle, which will be good for environment. So friends, with this I will end my video. Before I go, I have to talk about the sponsor of this video, which is Performance Works International. The book called Inner CEO, you must have it, and you can go down in the description. The link is in the description to register your copy or book your copy. And by the way, the audiobook is free. The ebook is only for $3. So with this, I will end for today and meet you in the next video, my friends. Thank you. Bye bye.